welcome everyone to a game of 5th edition D&D with the UAG. We've done. Let's skip the semantics and just head straight into introducing our characters and players. Most veteran player to least veteran player. So yeah, you know.
Yeah. I think at this at this point maybe me. I'm Matt. I'm playing Alan the monk. He's still looking out for people to handle small jobs at his newly constructed monastery, and looking for students. Right now, he's just enjoying walking around in his funny-looking home. Just seeing how it works, being able to understand people that other people can't seem to with his newly acquired helm of comprehending languages. He is learning a lot of new stuff. Mainly a lot of new swears in different languages.
Next will be Christopher.
Yeah. I play N. It's a tiefling fighter who is a womanizer, and he hit or miss with the woman, we just say. And he almost lost his penis last night. So, yeah. That's it.
Well, that's an inappropriate hashtag going on there. All right, and Nim, feel free to introduce yourself.
My name's Brendan. I'm playing Throac the Vexatious, Abjuration Wizard, Mountain Dwarf. He's continuing his quest for knowledge someday.
All right, so of course you guys are mingling around the UEG, just trying to see if there's anything interesting happening. For some people, probably just getting over recent injury that they may have suffered. And a new notice comes in from a village that's nearby the road to Andotreon. And they're asking for help dealing with some goblin trouble. There's also so for anyone looking at it, the gold is basically hunt as much as you like. They're offering 5 gold per head of goblin, as well as any gold that has been trapped, that any trap that's been disabled. They'll pay gold for each trap. They'll also pay for any stolen meat that you find from the goblins. And at the very bottom, it has, despite the simplicity of the mission, it has a mark of the Mercenaries Guild, which normally implies that there's potentially incredible danger.
I think Throac would read that and probably start looking around, hunting around for more people interested in taking this quest. He's really interested in. Finally found some good sources of spell knowledge, so now he just needs the funds to thanks. Probably look around the UAG, probably asking, hey, did you see the new notice?
Oh yeah, some of the older members say, oh no, we didn't see it. And when they read it, they say, "Oh, well, we could come help. We certainly will see if anyone else is interested."
Elwin's gonna go mainly just because he wants to try out his new helm on monstrous races.
Okay, so
And
I'm sure goblins will have plenty of opportunities to learn curses.
in Dragon 2, because then he did away from the elf in this unnamed individual. Doesn't like her.
all right. So it doesn't take you long. Feel free to spend any gold or make any preparations that you may need.
Does it say what body parts we need to bring back to annotate how many goblins we killed?
As long as you bring back an ear each. The UAG and the mercenary guilds are considered highly professional, so they don't expect you to cheat them out of the money.
I wasn't sure if we needed to, because they wanted heads or things of that nature.
Well, you can just cut their ears off.
Yeah, if you take the same type of ears. Left, right.
Yeah, left or right. We'll pick.
All right, so the 6 of you start heading out of Illumina, and it takes you 2 days to get to the village in question. This is a small village. It's not very well kept grounds. You notice that most of the men are now busy wielding bows and being incredibly alert. And the only people that you immediately recognize there is for Aelwyn. Darkforge is there, and he seems to be telling local hunters where they should be making defensive positions, and you recognize Friar is with him as well. But he seems to be just kind of standing beside him, kind of looking out.
Ellen hasn't met the blind lady, so that was
The blind lady is not there.
Okay.
Friar is a different man. He looks human. He's wearing full plate, and he's got a great sword on his back, and he doesn't. You've never seen him before.
Ellen will go up to Darkforge and say, "Long time no see."
Indeed, I've been quite busy. But it seems that no matter what I do, the UAG seems to overshadow everything. You do excellent work, I must admit.
I have heard some disagree, and some have in the past.
He kind of just looks around and he says, the UAG gets its objectives done, and that's all that's really important. You're here to deal with goblins?
Yeah. And whatever may pop up.
He looks at you and he says, well, I hope you're strong enough. He shows you a map, the 6 of you a map, and he shows you patterns that the hunters believe the goblins are using to get around quickly and quietly. And it's a bunch of circled areas where it shows potential areas for traps. But Darkforge points to a large zone that is circled, but there's a lot of question marks around it. And he says, somewhere in here, we believe that there's a large camp, but we can't get close enough to it. It's too thick with goblins. That's why I've been ordering all the hunters to make defensive positions in case they attack.
So I say, then we'll go there, and I point to the part with all the question marks.
The three seniors, they say, well, we'll circle around and we'll kill as many bloody goblins and traps as we find. That's the three people from the same guild, your guild, that are older.
Yeah, in the come up and say, show me the way, I don't kill the son of a bitches.
He says, the way is marked down here.
Do you need the map?
Uriel is examining it, and she's looking around at the area and surveying everything. And she says, no, I'll be able to guide them around.
She
We'll meet you back here.
Guide us around, or can we take the map?
She will guide the other two around.
Okay.
Which is a half-orc barbarian, who's also pretty old. You fought with him before, and he shrugged off what sounds like his back popping, so you know he's a pretty sturdy warrior still, even for his age.
Yeah.
And the dwarf is in some ways Throax lesser, but he's still well-aged and has a lot of experience to share with Throax, so he's wearing medium armor and carrying a warhammer, and he seems pretty sturdy, although you haven't really seen him fight too well. He's still got magic to assist him, so.
I mean, with Darkforge, and I take the map.
Okay, he gives you the map. He says, good luck out there. We don't know the way very well, but if you need a hunter to guide you.
Yeah. I think we can do just fine with the map.
Very well. I will leave you to it, and myself and Friar will make sure the village stays safe.
So, is everyone around me, or am I separate from the group?
I probably beside you first.
I do with you too.
Yeah.
I say to them, well, we know where we're going.
The other three say, we'll take the other way. And if we come around to meet you, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, okay.
And they split off from you three.
Do you two have anything you want to do in the village? Refill water skins or anything?
I just want to kill some.
No, just build up on the way in. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Okay.
All right, so you set off the path to go look for goblins. Seems like an easy enough task.
Sometimes the easiest ends up being the most difficult thing.
All right. Aelwyn, What's the marching order? I should ask.
Aelwyn's probably in front, mainly because he's the most veteran guy in the guild, and also he's the one who has the map.
Are you focusing incredibly hard on the map, or are you just kind of holding it loosely around?
Like I'm not like 100% staring at the map, but I'm making sure I'm going the right way.
Yeah, so
Also,
it's just for reference.
Yeah. Also, looking around for goblins or goblins things.
Yeah, you spot 3 bear traps laying on the ground. They look like they might be manufactured by goblins.
Mhm.
Actually, for a matter of fact, for the traps, pretty much everyone can see them. They are pretty blatant.
Yeah. And I have a passive of 18, so.
No, you can just see these traps. They're out in the open for anyone to see.
Is it possible to disarm or make the traps unusable?
Yeah, they're traditional bear traps, so just stepping in them or setting off their trigger will, by throwing a rock at it or something, it would cause them to trigger.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm going to use a rock or a stick to trigger the traps.
Okay, yeah, you just throw rocks or poke sticks on the triggers, and it's all 3 traps get triggered harmlessly.
Okay.
So I'd like to gather the traps, throw them in my bag.
Okay, you put
Might
them
come in
away.
handy later.
They're not broken, so you can use them again if you ever feel like you need to. As you proceed onward, End and Throwak make perception checks, but Aelin, as you're moving ahead, you do notice some movement near what looks like a kind of rocky section of a river.
Okay.
Kind of just hear some pebbles move. Ends and yeah, so ends. You can hear the rocks moving as well, and Throwak, you kind of just don't really hear anything, but you can definitely notice the 2 of them looking in a specific direction.
Which way is the sound moving?
Kind of behind you guys, just near the river.
How far away?
About 20 feet.
I don't know around there.
I'm gonna stuff the map in my bag and head over there.
Okay. Throak, do you want to do anything?
Throak's just gonna get ready to cover him in case anything happens. So I'll stay in place.
Okay. As you guys approach, some goblins with some short bows pop up and shoot at you. You were not surprised, however, so because you knew they were there.
Yeah.
Aelin, is a 18 going to hit you?
No.
Okay. So you just move out of the way.
I'm using my reaction since I'm not
Okay.
surprised.
Okay.
Let's see. I have. You still roll damage.
Okay. He rolled 7.
Oh, I don't even have to roll. I have 11 plus a D10. If the damage is less than what I rolled, then I can catch the arrow. And I'm going to use a key point to throw it back at him with a range of dagger range.
Oh yeah, you're definitely close enough for that. So
Does a modified 20 hit?
no. Yeah, it fucks him up.
He took 7 points of damage.
Yeah, that kills him. So you just snatch the arrow in the air and whip it back at him, and it just flies into his eye, and he screams as he dies. The other goblin got 14 to hit end. I'm assuming that's yeah. So it just shirks off your, it just chinks into your chainmail and does nothing.
I also tell a shield, so maybe shield
Yeah.
roll for both.
So that does nothing, and once the other goblin's like, "Dang, it didn't work," and he looks at his friend, he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, especially since I can understand Goblin.
I'm not even gonna ask for initiative. Who has the highest dex here? Like, what's everyone's dex?
I have a 16.
I have 12.
11.
Okay, Aelwyn, your turn.
I am going to punch that goblin.
Okay.
It is still possible for me to miss the goblin. They have surprisingly good AC. 13.
Yeah, he's not wearing a shield, so that hits him.
Okay.
He almost gets out of the way, but you're just a little too fast.
25 and 23.
Yeah, this definitely hit.
So, with those 3 attacks, are there more than one goblin there besides the one I
it's just
just
the one.
Okay, so he's taking all 3 attacks. I
Yeah,
just fly into a flurry of arms, and I do.
How do you kill him? Just let's skip that.
I did 18. He is outright dead. It's just
not meant to be.
Uppercut. The goblin flies up into the air. Jump kick to knock him even farther up in the air, and then roundhouse kick to knock him into the ground. Just up, up, down.
Like taking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Combo attack.
Yeah, you guys just watch this
KO.
display of martial arts as this goblin is just ragging through the air and then gets knocked into the floor. He's definitely a dead goblin. This is just a tier 1 adventure. Oh my god.
That's why I'm heading to the Goblin Village.
Do we uncheck the time purses? All the other trap.
They have no coins.
So it's nothing to take them.
Well, there's arrows.
Well, I mean, they're bows and leather armor. And,
I don't want to fucking carry around the armor.
Yeah, but I will take the arrows don't need the bows, but I'll take the arrows.
Yeah.
Put them in my bag.
Okay. They missed.
Take the ears
so
also. Are we gonna take the left ears? Yeah, let's take the left ears.
Left ears it is.
Yeah, take the left two. I'm gonna ask the other ones about to have any sharp upgrades, or I need to smash the head with my morning star to get the ears off.
I just hand them my short sword
I
That's-
use that then.
on my belt.
I use that.
okay. Yeah, you just cut their ears off. No problem.
And I'm
And
gonna
there were
give
6
them-
arrows in total.
and I'm gonna deliver the short sword back.
I'll take the bowstring off of one of the bows. Press to digitate the ears clean, and then thread the ears through the bowstring.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, we have a smart one. I just put it in my purse, but we need to do that too.
Oh no, they'll get messy there.
Ah,
There's one in
Wanna-
the bottom. It's just you tie it to the outside of the bag. You know,
you want to make a necklace?
not necessarily. I just don't want to lose one in the bottom of my bag, and then it's rotting in there. And
Ah, okay.
it can get. Let's do it this way. Or you could have a rotting ear in the bottom of your coin purse. It's on you. However you want to do it.
If it is a wet and stuff like that, I'm gonna freeze it so it don't melt or it don't have blood all over the place. With my rare floss on the ear.
So you're gonna cast the complete Ray of Frost?
I just made it cold so they don't bleed all over the thing.
Okay. Yep, they're frozen.
And we go forward, or are we waiting on stuff?
Mm.
No, you guys have collected everything. You can move on.
So we're gonna move on.
Are you?
Yeah. If there's no goblins and no traps, we'll move. I'll take out the map back out and keep moving forward
Maybe
towards.
maybe search the coast or whatever it was down there.
The river?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just-
Make me a
Just looking.
perception or survival check.
I made you
Uh.
10 whatever.
I got a
No.
23 perception.
Yeah, this seems to be a place where the goblins used to get around. The bank of the river has a little like small cover just above, like a small shelf. And when they're crouching, it's the perfect height for them to sneak around without really being noticed by anything above them.
Mm.
It's very fortunate that there's a lot of rocks near the bank, or else you probably never would have seen them.
Is it too small for us to get through?
You can. It's not something you just go through. It's just like a little shelf that you can hide under while you're traveling along the river.
Okay. It's not like a tunnel or anything.
No.
Okay, then we'll keep traveling down the path.
All right. It doesn't take long for you guys to encounter more goblins. Some of them are sitting in trees, and some of them are just sitting in bushes, but it seems that even they get bored occasionally, and you can see that they're not even really ready for you. They're just kind of playing cards or rolling bones.
How far away?
I would say that you can see them from about 100 feet away. Like they don't really notice you yet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell the group, why don't we stop here for a second, and I'm going to take out my longbow.
With some fire bolts, if you like.
Yeah. So, and do you have use a bow or something like that?
Me?
Yeah.
Just,
Because there's a bunch of goblins about 100 feet away, and
I have 60 feet on my Ray of Frost.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I have.
Well,
So I could try to sneak up.
Roll me a stealth.
With disadvantage, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna prep an arrow.
8.
Throak, do you want to prepare a firebolt?
Yeah, I'd like to hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, so you are trying to walk closer to them so you can get in range to the Ray of Frost. And it's just basically your chainmail is just chafing against itself, and it's like shh, 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 shh. And some of the goblins on the ground don't really notice you. They're too busy talking to each other and rolling dice and stuff. But the other goblins in the trees, they're like, "Look out, idiots! Here comes intruders!" And feel free to make your attack rolls. Throak and Aelin.
And I put my shield up, so I'm ready to cover myself with the shield if I get shot at. Can I do that?
I mean, that's just something you'll do automatically.
23 on the first attack.
It hits.
And a critical fail on the second one, using a ranged weapon.
Make me a strength check.
Oh, yeah, that goblin took 11 points of damage.
He's a dead goblin. Just an arrow going through his neck. He falls out of the tree.
That's 24 strength.
That was bad. You pull the other arrow back so far off that you snap the bowstring.
Oh.
At least Wizard have a 1 too. 1 extra.
You're kind of just like, dang.
That was really good. Elven longbow too.
13 to hit.
Was it just a typical longbow or is it magical?
No, it was a normal elven made longbow.
Okay.
It was it's a 3/5 elven longbow without any stat improvements.
What was your spell attack?
He rolled
was
a
a
13.
firebolt. Rolled a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you hit one of the goblins in the trees, I guess. It doesn't really matter.
3 damage?
Yeah, roll for damage.
3.
3. Oh. Yeah, the firebolt collides with the goblin. He's like, ah! And of course, they all get up and pull out their weapons. Which is, for this time around, there's one in the trees, and he's got a short bow. And the other 5 on the ground have short swords and shields.
Is it possible to restring a longbow with a short bowstring?
No.
Yeah. Then
Different tensile strength, different length.
I'm not gonna have a useful longbow until I get back to a place that has a longbow.
Oh, I forgot
Somebody
I have a light crossbow. I forgot I have one. You want to use that?
All right, everyone roll
No.
initiative.
Yeah, we're about to get some short bows, so it'll be fine.
Oh. What a time to waste a crit.
I got a 1.
Yeah. I rolled 20 on the initiative.
Hey, you're going first.
And I can literally get up next to them from this distance.
All right.
So
you're standing in front of the group,
yeah.
and it's the tree goblin. Unless you want to use a bonus action or something.
No, key point to bonus action dash, and then I'm going to punch our 2 goblins within that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 14 to hit.
No, he blocks it with his shield.
Oh, that's bad. I rolled a natural 20.
You wasted that to a 20 on shield.
Yeah.
Good.
That's 10 points of damage.
Yeah, you send his fist through his wooden shield, and it cracks his shield. Your fist just explodes through it and punches him in the face. You hear a loud crack as he just falls over.
Yeah.
That's a dead ground goblin. There's 4 left.
Yeah.
The tree goblin's like, oh shit. He shoots at you. Obviously.
Reaction.
Is a 18 going to hit?
I use my reaction to catch the arrow. You have to roll 12 or more damage, and then it'll beat my roll for me to take damage.
Yeah, he just gets 6.
So I'm going to spend a key point to throw that arrow back at him. Is it with disadvantage because I get its dagger range?
Yeah, he's out of that range.
Is he more than 60?
No, dagger range is 20 feet without advantage, and then 60 feet is with disadvantage.
Yeah. Actually, no.
He's within 60 feet.
Is there another goblin beside me?
Oh yeah, the one that you tried to attack.
Oh no, one that's
He blocked
alive.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah. Oh no, that's not gonna hit. That's a 12. I basically slammed the arrow into his shield.
Yeah. Elf big dum dum. But it's Throax's turn.
Speaking in common or goblin?
Common.
Oh. No.
So
I know the helm. I can understand. No, I just had a question about the home. I can understand all languages. Can I speak to people in other languages? Or is it just I can hear and read?
It's like you
can't.
cast a spell.
Okay.
Come ahead afterwards.
I think you can talk the same language if they talk to you in that language and you talk back to them.
Okay.
With
I can't.
I think that's how comprehend languages works in 5th edition.
Yeah.
But if you hear the language but they're not talking to you, then you can't talk. You can't speak the language.
Okay.
Unless you read it, right?
Well, reading and writing it is easy. Throwak, your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a ice knife at the. Is there one goblin that is within 5 feet of 2 or more other goblins?
Yeah, there was some of them that were playing with bone dice.
Like, and that's gonna be a 8 to hit.
No,
Uh-huh.
they move out of the way. But I think they still have to make dex saves.
They still have to make dex saves.
Save, yeah.
Is Aelin in that range?
No.
Okay.
They gotta move like 15 feet to get to you. What's the DC?
DC is 14, I believe.
Yeah, only 2 of them make it. 1 of them doesn't. Yeah, but they take half, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Half on a success.
Saving throw or take 2d6. So.
Yeah, so roll your damage.
Oh.
Total.
How much was the total?
Total of 10. 2d6.
Okay. One goblin.
4 and 6.
Yeah, the one goblin is dead. And the 2 goblins are definitely very chilled, but they're still alive.
I'll move
and then
forward.
It's their turn. Okay. So 2 ground goblins are dead. The one asks for help, and in Goblin he says it. So Aelin, you're really the only one who understands it, unless somebody else knows Goblin.
Nope.
I'm guessing that's no. Okay, so they just said, "Come over here and help me." And the 2 very chilled goblins run over. One of them is going to jump onto you and make a competing athletics check against you.
Can I acrobat?
Yeah, with a grapple. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Yeah, you easily throw him off as he jumps onto you. The other 2 are just going to make attacks. 20 modified and 22.
Both hit.
One deals 6 damage and the other deals 4. So they give you some pretty nasty cuts. But you're well used to that kind of damage. End, your turn.
I'm gonna move forward and cast Ray of Frost on the 3 goblin.
Okay.
Fantastic.
You can.
17 on the die, that's a 22.
That hits.
4 total damage.
Yeah, he's definitely frosty as the ice covers him.
And I think that was my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top of the rounds. Owen.
So, where are these goblins positioned around me?
5 feet around you.
Like all directions?
Yeah, they're not adjacent to you. They're all flanking you.
Okay. Oh. So there's 3 of them around me?
Yep.
Okay. I got 3 attacks, and I'm going to punch each of them once.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
18 to hit.
That's a hit.
That guy took 5 damage. The next guy
He's
got 19 to hit. Oh, that was even worse. That was 4 points of damage. And the last guy...
yeah, so the 2 that you hit that were hit by the frost, they are just downed.
Okay. And
the one that you hit, the first one that you hit, he's still conscious.
Yeah. And
definitely a little aggravated and scared.
Actually, this one I'm going to turn into a flurry, so I get another attack. 26.
Yeah.
And 5 points of damage. Is he still up?
That's an unconscious goblin.
Then I'm gonna punch the conscious one.
He's that's all of them around you.
Yeah.
They're all dead now.
Oh. I'm worried, so I'm just gonna punch the same one again. Yeah, that hit. That was over 20. Oh,
he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead now because the other times I was rolling like 1s and 2s. I'm hitting a dead goblin and I rolled a 6 on a d6, so yeah, did 9 damage on a dead goblin. Just because
you just crushed his ribs.
Very dead goblin.
Yeah.
He doesn't know his own strength.
Owen, do you have something against goblins in particular?
Who doesn't?
Kind of gross, but it's one thing to kill him. It's another thing to beat the dead body into a pulp, man.
That was just one punch.
And just celebrate. Kill that son of a bitch!
The goblin in the tree.
Remind me not to party with you guys.
The goblin in the tree is definitely scared, and he doesn't want to go to the ground because he saw how fast that guy can move. But he tries to jump to the other tree, and he just hits a branch and falls to the ground anyways. And then he just starts running. He moves 40 feet.
He was...
yeah, because...
How much fall damage did he take, though? Well, he fell from the tree, and he was 20 feet up.
You have 10 less movement, also.
Yeah, it looks like he's pretty hurt over the fall, but he's still running.
How far he run?
I'd like to cast Toll the Dead. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
How do you know Toll the Dead?
It's a 10.
Wizard list, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wizard spell.
Oh,
it's a cleric and a wizard spell.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a great spell. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a
Yeah,
couple
that-
cleric spells that made it onto the wizard's list.
Yeah, just roll for damage. Or he's got to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, he's not making that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it did 1 damage.
Is that a
He's
deception
running,
roll?
boys. He's living.
I like to test my. It's my turn now, right?
Yeah.
I move up. I test Rare Frost.
Make your attack roll.
20 to hit. Modifiers. And I do 8 prone damage.
He fucking turns into an ice statue and explodes.
Yes!
Alrighty, boys. 6 more ears.
Yeah. Oh, do we lost the ears on the ice statue?
Yeah, he's melted.
Only 5 dudes. I'm sorry.
No, there was 7 goblins in total.
Oh, that's right. So
Oh.
7 more ears.
Well, 6. We lost the one when I froze to ice.
Mm.
Unless you want to loot for a ear.
Getting that ear.
Those goblin attacks are kind of itching a bit. Do you mind if we sit down for a moment?
No problem. Oh.
I'm just around and looting the people then and take the goblins. Take the goblins to a place. So to let all the while they're resting. And I'm gonna freeze them and smash them with my hammer. Oh, not my hammer, my morning star.
Okay.
So we don't meet goblin zombies or stupid shit like that.
And I recover all the key that I used in the last 2 fights.
Okay.
The goblins have on them.
The 5 ground goblins had 5 short swords and 5 shields, as well as leather armor. The 2 tree goblins had short bows with 10 arrows each, and 10 arrows, and leather armor.
No gold?
No, strangely enough, they don't have any gold.
Ilwyn, you want that the short sword since you seem to have broken yours?
I broke the string on my longbow.
I'm sorry, the short bow is what I meant to say. I apologize.
Yeah. Nah,
I
I'll
also
just-
have a light crossbow if you want to use that.
I don't really know how to use crossbows. I
Uh,
was just using a longbow because, yeah, I learned when I was younger, and it's from previous adventures. It seems useful, so I carry this around with me. I just pick up the longbow and put it in my bag.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a new string when I find a place I can get a string for it.
Ready to continue?
All right. As you guys are taking a short rest, some goblin marauders come upon you. There's
not
about
I would go around and do stuff, so I don't know about that help.
it doesn't really help. You guys decided to take a short rest.
Oh, okay.
So as you guys are taking a short rest, 8 marauders come upon you, and they're rushing towards you. By the time you see them, they're about 20 feet away.
This is before it completes?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't get my key or my hit die since I didn't complete a short rest.
So we need to roll one more time. Yeah, with the 20s.
No. You roll a 20, I roll a 1.
Ah, we switched. Last time you rolled a 20, I rolled a 1.
I made again.
Not good. All right, and
Generally not.
you're basically waiting for this
Generally
moment.
not.
They're 20 feet away.
And, do they look dangerous?
Yes, they are. They're wearing hide armor. There's a lot of them. They're all still carrying short swords and shields.
Where is Elwin?
Aelin is, well, probably like 5 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in front of him, right? Probably. I don't know. I gotta cast Ray of Frost on the one indeed.
Okay.
And 14 to hit.
Nope. The one that you shoot at raises his shield and blocks it.
And I'm gonna run 30 feet backwards.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tame the assist of those. Fuck no. And that's my turn.
All right. The 4 of them run around Aelin. They're all going to attack him. Uh, 19 and 13 aren't going to hit. And again, 19 and 12 are going to miss. They can't seem to land a single blow on you as you evade their attacks. 4 move around Throwak. Is a 21 going to hit?
I do believe.
Did you say yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
They cut at you for 7 damage. Slashing. Or piercing, sorry. The other one misses.
All right.
And another one hits you for 23. The other one misses for 5 points of piercing damage.
My arcane ward has broken, and I take 2 damage.
Okay. And that's their turn. Throwak, your turn.
Okay. If I were to cast a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
Double check and make sure. How many can I catch in that cone?
You can catch 6 if you aim towards Aelin. And that will mean that you hit him.
Without hitting him?
You could probably hit 4.
You have probably heard from rumors that he is able to have a fireball dropped on him and come away without even a burn mark. So
we were talking about in the on the way here, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, any spell that's requires dexterity to dodge, he is very good at escaping without any damage.
Aylwin's awfully
Excellent.
boisterous. Okay, so
I'm happy he's around.
You know about his evasion.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll blast it straight towards him. Aylwin, duck, and it's a deck 14.
All right.
Oh.
All right, so that's
I
3
just need to
fails, 1
roll.
success.
I just need to roll a 6 or higher.
So 2 of them make it, 4 of them don't.
Ooh. I needed a 6 because I get a +8. I rolled a 5. I failed.
Ouch.
You still only
So
take
that's
half.
I only
16
take
damage.
half damage because of evasion. I would have took none if I got one. A roll 1 higher.
16 total damage.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you the 4 that failed, you
Which is-
just deep fry. Actually, that was 16 damage.
Nice. 18.
That was
Cold.
16.
Rolled
Right?
2 5s and a 16. Yeah,
18.
16. 1 6.
What?
2 5s
Never
and a
mind.
6.
Never mind. The 6 of them, even though the 2 of them raise their shields in time, it just burns right past their puny shields, and they get roasted anyways.
Nice.
So all 6 of them just fall into the ground, and Aelwyn is also burned pretty badly, but he still seems to be holding himself just fine.
Sorry, I told you to duck.
Mm. Sorry, I forgot you were there.
Damn! All right, Aelwyn.
Okay.
Your turn.
How many of them around me are still alive?
They're all dead.
Okay. I'm going to use my amazing movement to go find one that's still alive.
Yeah, you stand behind 2 of them, basically.
Yeah. Okay. 13 to hit.
No. You kind of punch it into his hide armor and it absorbs the hit.
That was 9 to hit.
Same thing. Just an awful attack.
40. Oh. Critical fail.
Make me an acrobatics check.
16.
Yeah, you miss you do a horrible a sweep kick and you almost pull a muscle.
Yeah.
But you manage to lift yourself high enough and spin back up onto your feet without hurting yourself.
Yeah, that was a flurry, so... And another 9. So I whiff.
Yeah, so even after the dynamic rescue of your own failure, you only manage to hit the hide armor again and don't do anything. Back to the top. End.
I run forward with my take out my morning star. I run forward and try to hit one of those. That's
Bake
one.
your attack. Oh my fucking god. Save the nat ones for something that can kill you. God. Roll me a let's make this interesting. Roll me a persuasion check.
I'll do it to that shit. 19.
Okay. Nothing happens. Is that it? That's your turn?
I don't think I can do that much more. No, that's just shit.
Okay.
After this, when we finish fighting here, do we get a short rest?
Yeah, you can continue it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you search and try to hit him again. And 10.
Nope. He
I'm not
dodges
doing
out of the way. The goblins are pissed off at the dwarf. Get the dwarf! He stinks of ale! But they fucking miss with 11 and a 12. So they're trying to cut you down
No,
and
man.
stab you, but it's just bouncing off your armor. Droak, your turn.
I'd like to. The one that said, "Get the dwarf. He smells like ale."
Okay.
Oh damn! Nat.
That sounds like a nat 20. You cut out for me, so I didn't hear what you were.
It was a nat 20 or 9 damage.
Yeah, you fucking crushed that goblin's head in with your hammer.
So I blew its head up.
It's more like you. It's like imagine hitting like squishing a watermelon. Squish. Just kind of explodes everywhere.
Smell like ale.
All right, Aelwyn. There's one goblin left.
Okay. Okay. 25 to hit. He has to make a DC 16 con.
You're gonna fucking bust up the... Yeah, bust up the con moves. Yeah, he doesn't make it.
Okay. He's stunned.
He's stunned.
Which is good because the first roll after that was a 1, which I got to re-roll. So now it's a 13 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you want to kill him? Oh, 13 a hit?
Yeah.
No. You hit his hide armor again.
Oh. Well, the first attack was 9 damage.
Oh, that kills him. So, like, you hit him, and energy is disrupted, and from your blow, it looks like he had a heart attack, and he just flops on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I just hit him with my palm in the center of his chest, and he just sort of froze and fell over dead.
Combat's over. Yeah.
And we get to take our long rest again.
So you have 15 goblin so far.
Do we get to take our long rest?
14. Sorry.
The short rest, right?
Yeah, short rest.
I don't know. Let's see what the dice have to say about that. Yeah, you take it.
But I was...
They had short swords, hide armor, and shields. Any money?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No money. You find it awfully strange that despite this many goblins working together, that none of them are carrying cash.
I had to play dice if you don't have money.
They're all wearing hard armor, so there's 8. Well, there was 8 hide armors and 8 shields and 8 short swords. There is 8 short swords, but 6 of the hide armors are crisp, and so are 6 shields.
How
it.
many years do you get? 8?
Two normal ones and 6 jerky.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about
Yeah.
the fried or not.
Well, they're kind of indiscernible, so you don't think that you're going to convince anyone that these are goblin ears anytime soon.
So, how many do we have?
If
10
you're that good
people?
at persuasion, you can take all of them and try and convince them that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good to talk to people, so I have 5+, so we should do that.
All right.
Just say it all. So we have some barbecued and we have some tartar.
Yep. You take the ear jerkies and put them on the bowstring. You have 14 ears. You complete your short rest.
And we go forward.
Yeah.
Go. How far is it to the middle of the thing?
As you guys get over to that area, which basically is where the other hunters are really unsure what's going on. Make perception checks, as this section of the forest is fairly dense.
Oh, yeah. That's a 27.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm going to
Oh.
the short rest. I'm going to cast alarm 6 times. Just the same ritual over and over again.
It takes 10 minutes to cast each one. So you'll be kind of foregoing the short rest.
Yeah, I don't get anything out of a short rest anyway.
You get
You get
arcane
arcane
recovery.
recovery.
Yeah, but I only get 1 spell back. It's good. I'm okay.
Oh no, you
Okay.
can get 2 first level spells or 1 second level spell. It's however you divide
I'm
it.
only a level 3, so I only
Yeah.
get 1 level 1 spell back.
You get
Yeah, so-
half your level rounded up. So at 3rd you get 2.
You're right. You're right. In that case, I'll take the arcane recovery and forego the.
Dude. Burning hands back.
And
Alright,
you don't
so-
have to use all the points at once. If you want to get 1 first level spell back, you can, and you have points for later. It's like hit die.
I burned 2. I'm good.
So you're all searching along the edge of where the hunters didn't go, and Aelin, you think you spot some smoke in the very far distance. You can't see where the smoke is coming from, but you do see it in the sky. It's about a mile out, and it's in one of the densest parts of the forest.
I just continue on to the smoke.
I just see pretty leaves. A lot of pretty leaves.
All right. All right. So you guys arrive, and when you look upon what is causing the smoke, you just see a large bonfire. There is 3 wooden walls that form a semi-barrier against the wild. However, there's equally large gaps in the walls. So, and you can see the goblins are. You see that there's 10 goblins, which seem to be operating a massive. You see what looks like a mine nearby that leads into well, a mine, obviously. It's like 10 10-foot hill, and they dug into it and made like a hole that goes down. And this smelter is huge, and you can see them either putting ores into the smelter, like 5 of them shaping massive pieces of metal, which you're not really sure what it would be used for. And that's all you can see from where you're standing.
How far away from this camp?
I would say about 200 feet.
Okay. I'm going to try and get closer.
There doesn't seem to be any guards.
Me too. I try to get closer. Just stealth roll.
There's no guards, so nobody's looking out for you.
Ah, okay. So let's move in.
Just tag along with everybody else.
All right. You guys get how much closer do you want to get?
I just need to get at least 100 feet close.
Okay. You get 100 feet closer, and you can hear a loud moan and some chains being kind of like pulled upon. You hear some voices speaking in Giant, and they're saying, "Just stay away from him."
Can I see where the voices of Giant are coming from?
Yeah, you move over a little bit, and inside the camp, you see what looks like a large wooden throne has been made, and there's a ogre wearing full plate armor on it, carrying what looks like a super massive metal mace. And beside him seems to be an equally armored but strange-looking ogre. His skin is darkened, and he seems to have green eyes. He's pulling up against his chains, but every time he pulls too hard, 2 other ogres kind of push him back over.
Okay. I turn to the group and I say, there's goblins working the smelter, and there's ogres over there. Which way do you want to go? I'm going to go towards the ogres. You want to go to the goblins or the ogres?
They're kind of the same place. It's
Yeah,
not
so
that. The smelter
we need
itself is probably about 80 feet from the throne.
We need to figure out what we're gonna kill first. We want to kill the goblins, take all the mobs out, and take the bad ones after, or take the bad ones first, and hope it's easy to kill, and kill the small one after.
I was thinking I go distract the ogre over there while you guys take out the goblins, and then you join me on the ogre.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sounds fair to me.
How much?
I'm gonna tell him, the wizard, you know I'm a fire resistant, right? So just go.
You're what?
Fire resistant.
Oh, excellent.
So
That's good to know.
I saw what you did.
So what you're
last
saying
time.
is, even if I accidentally light you on fire, it won't hurt that.
Nah, it would not.
How much closer can we get without being discovered?
As you're kind of having that thought process, a goblin's coming out of the mine, and he says, he's like making a bunch of faces like he doesn't know what to say, and he says, "Intruders!"
Uh,
Running.
And all the
to-
goblins
Makes that
hide
decision
behind-
easy.
underneath that they're working on.
I'm running to the goblins then. That's it. Oh, I run it.
I'm going to dash towards the ogre on the throne.
Okay, he's about 160 feet away. As soon as he sees the three of you, he stands up and he says, "Release the zombie." And so of course, Throak and don't understand what he's saying, but you do.
Mm.
Ogres spend their time breaking the chains, and the ogre zombie is free.
Mm.
And he just points it looks over to him once he realizes it's free, and the leader points to you and he says, "Devour him." The zombie makes its way to well, everyone should roll initiative at this time, actually.
So I am 60 feet away since I dashed 100.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. The ogre leader runs over to you. Feet towards you. And he casts a spell on himself. And you see a dark shield float around him. He starts holding the massive mace in both of his hands. Throak, your turn.
Okay, how far away are? So, is there only one goblin? How many goblins are there, and are they clustered anywhere?
Yeah, they're clustered under a suit of what looks like breastplate. They're hiding underneath it.
Do they have any hiding there out of combat, non-combatants?
Yeah. They don't put, like, if you consider a smithing hammer a weapon, then yes, they're armed, but they don't seem interested in fighting.
Okay.
Even the one that spotted you, the goblin miner, he's joined them and he dropped the oars and he ran away.
Okay. I'll advance forward to where the one in plate mail is, the ogre in plate mail, and cast Toll the Dead, Wisdom save DC 14.
You casting it on the leader?
Yes. So
Okay.
The goblins seem like they're taking care of themselves, hiding. I think I'll go after the leader.
And the DC is
14.
14. All right. And if he succeeds, he takes no damage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he hears the ringing, but it doesn't seem to affect him.
Correct. So other than moving forward, that's my turn.
Let's do... Oh, it's Aelin. Aelin, you're 20 feet from the leader.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to move 20 feet to the leader. And I'm going to punch him. 19 to hit.
You punch his shield of faith.
That one's better. 23 to hit. I mean 22.
That hits him.
He has to make a con save.
And the
DC
DC is
16.
yeah, he's stunned.
Okay. And he took 5 points of damage from that attack.
Okay.
Modified 20 to hit.
That hits him.
That's a flurry of blows, so he has to make a dex save, but since he's stunned, he auto fails, so he's now not prone. And
Okay.
19 was the last one, which didn't hit.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah. So he did another 5 points of damage.
Taking 10 damage.
Yeah.
Yep, he's laying on the ground, stunned.
Stunned until the end of my next turn.
And the other two ogres, they run behind their leader. They're carrying just large wooden, javelins, essentially. They're going to throw one at you.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay, well, I'm assuming a 23 was going to hit you anyways. Where is that dice? There it is. I'm going to assume, yeah, so 14 damage.
No, I rolled 20.
Okay, you catch the dead.
I'm going to use a key point to make another attack on the orc that's on the ground. I'm going to grab the javelin and stab it into the orc on the ground.
The ogre.
Yeah, the ogre.
And
I rolled a 26 to hit.
with disadvantage.
No,
It's a large weapon. It's not meant for you.
That wasn't. No, I rolled a 19 and then I rolled a 2. So.
Yeah, it's a lot more awkward than you thought it would be swinging a ogre-sized javelin, and you try to stab it into him, but it just not enough force behind it. That was close.
Actually, oh. No, I rolled a 19 first. I get advantage on melee attacks because he's prone and stunned. So wouldn't that mean it still hits since my advantage just cancel out my disadvantage?
Is it just an attack with the weapon?
Yeah.
Or do you have to throw it?
No, I can use it as a melee weapon. Like, I can stab someone with an arrow.
Oh, you can't catch it. You can catch the missile if it's small enough to hold in one hand.
Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
So you deflect it, but you can't catch it.
Okay, so I just deflect it. I just knock it away.
And the other one, he's let's see who he's going to throw it at. He's going to throw it at end. Uh, 19 going to hit.
Yes.
Wow, this dice is mean to my players. All right. The javelin pierces you for 14 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm blooded
A
now.
big baddie. All right, ends your turn.
Bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sandwind.
Okay.
I'm rolling. Oh, I rolled a 10. So I'm almost full again. Uh, how far is I'm away from the ogres?
The goblins are out of combat. Throak, he's probably about 80 feet away. And you're about 110. So really, I should have rolled for disadvantage. Now that I think about it. Yeah, he fucking misses you. Never mind. So don't worry about Psycho Wind. He just misses you. It's a long throw.
Then I'm gonna run up to him. Move 60 feet.
Okay. So you're 50 feet away.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool.
Okay. The zombie is going to move 30 feet. The zombie ogre. And that's all he's going to do. The ogre leader is stunned. So he can't do anything. And Throak, your turn.
Shield of Faith is concentration. Did he make his? Is it con?
Yeah, it is concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes it.
Okay.
How far away am I from the ogre zombie?
I did 2 separate attacks, both 5 damage. So he
I
has
rolled
to
for
make.
both.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Still up.
Yeah.
From the ogre zombie, 70 feet away. He's not as fast as the other ogres.
I'll advance another 25 feet and toll the dead on the ogre leader.
What are you casting?
Wiz save. Toll the dead.
Okay. No, it hits
DC
him. Roll
14.
D12. He doesn't make the save.
5 damage.
All right. He hears the bells and he agony.
And he made his concentration.
Yep.
Yeah, movement action. That's my turn.
Elwyn.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch him. He's on the ground.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Yeah. It's 23 to hit.
Yep.
6
Shield of
points.
Faith doesn't block it.
6 points of damage on that. And he has to make a con save.
He makes it.
Mm-hmm. So he'll be able to act on his next turn. And
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Next attack, I rolled 12.
Bounces off his full plate.
Flurry, so 25 to hit, and he can't make reactions.
Okay.
4 points of damage, and the last attack is another 25
Hits.
for another 6 points. So he took 3 attacks. Yes, make.
Okay, the Shield of Faith finally drops after that hit.
Yeah. Finally. That's my turn.
All right. The two ogres move beside you. One of them is going to try and grapple you.
Oh, no, he grappled me. I rolled a 12.
He just basically shoves you to the floor, and you and him are struggling. The other one is going to attack you with his club. For a total of 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And you are going to take... Where is my dice? Jesus Christ. 12. The damage. And that's their turn. And what do you do?
How far did you say I was away?
50 feet.
I'm gonna move 30, and who can I hit with my ray of frost?
Two ogres, the ogre zombie, or the leader, who's just kind of laying on the ground right now.
Yeah, but the leader have a disadvantage to hit, right?
No, he's a large creature. He's pretty easy for you to see.
And the zombie is that one that is the slowest to get to the 5.
Yeah, he's
So I
slower
attack
than the other ogres.
I try to attack the zombie then.
Okay,
18 to hit.
that hits him.
For 3 total damage, and he have 10 less movement speed. If that helps.
Maybe. Okay, yeah.
Leave the zombie.
Yeah, so you hit the zombie. It takes 3 points of cold damage, and it's slowed.
Yeah,
It
I'm
moves
slowing
20
the
feet
zombie.
towards Aelwyn, but it can't get around one of its ogres, so that's its turn. The leader is going to get up and... Whoa! Aelwyn has been the most ferocious opponent thus far, and he's pissed. You're gonna hit. Helen? Yeah.
Yep.
Not that you ask, and your AC is 20, but 10, 15.
15
you see him
damage.
call upon his god. Yeah, 15 damage. And you see him call upon his god, and he fucking that was close. 28 with a guided strike.
28 damage?
No, that's just his attack.
Okay.
And you take a 16 points of damage.
So this
I have lost 2/3 of my health.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Aelwyn over there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we cannot run as fast as he can.
Mm-hmm.
All the speed in the world won't save you if it's 0.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Who goes next? Throak.
should be about feet from the ogre zombie, right?
You're about 30 feet away from the ogre leader. So yeah, you're about 25 feet away from him.
Zombie. Good deal. I'd like to cast suggestion. And I'd
cast-
like to say suggestion
On the zombie.
on the ogre zombie. You're helping them. We're trying to free you. Attack.
You need to speed
All
the
right.
handlers, right?
Yeah, it needs to understand what you're saying. So, what are you trying to speak to then?
Common. They speak common, don't they?
No.
Understood him.
Oh no. No, you didn't understand them.
It was giant.
This is the dumbest thing ever. Okay, so apparently ogre zombies understand common and giant, but ogres only know giant. Okay. So yeah, he understands what you're saying, so he's got to make a charisma save.
Seriously?
Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Yeah, he fails it.
Yes!
Okay, the ogre zombie is
The
giving
zombie's
you-
on our team, guys.
And he's so you tell him. So what do you tell him? Try to kill the leader.
Ogres.
Let's see what that spell really is. Okay. Yeah. He says he'll help. Oh, he can't really say anything. He's just like, "Ugh."
And that's my turn.
I am going to break from the grapple.
Sure.
I'll try to. That might work. 24.
Yeah, you easily manage to kick him away, and the ogre recoils as you get it. You can do. You're now free.
Okay. And as my bonus action, I'm going to use a key point to disengage and run. Yeah, basically run 50 feet back to the direction we came, saying retreat or yelling or whatever, just fleeing.
To us?
Did you?
Well, I did just run past you really quickly. I took way too much damage
All right.
way too quickly.
I am in some kind of trouble now.
Yeah, so he runs away, and it's the other three are just kind of looking at the dwarf there. Who's next? The two ogres. Yeah, the two ogres run towards you, but the zombie gets an attack of opportunity. Which doesn't fucking go very well. He just swipes at him, but by the time he can actually attack, he's like the two ogres have already left.
Damn it.
So the two ogres are standing beside Throak now. That's not good. Throak.
Nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. This isn't gonna be good.
We're gonna come back for you. Or your body. You'll be fine.
23 and 24.
Both of those
The
hit.
test is a concentration, right?
That's not really this.
Suggestion.
Suggestion. Yeah, it's. Is it a concentration? I didn't think it was.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. Because it's up to 8 hours.
Also, it's not that strong. It's just a concentration.
If you just run away, the zombie will fight to the death.
Oh, it is a concentration.
I've
Wow.
got to be alive to run away.
It is a concentration. Wowee. All right, so the first one hits you for 12 damage. And the other one hits you for 14.
Success on the first and 13. So which was the second one?
The second one was 14.
So I match it. I don't know if that means I break con or not.
I think concentrations are either half damage taken or
It's minimum 10
Or
or half
10.
damage.
yeah, so it's 10. So
okay.
so you beat 10. Yeah, the zombie still suggested.
Okay, and what was the total damage again?
26. Next is going to be End.
What was the total damage on that?
26.
Oh, I'm down. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
26 is total.
I'm down. Concentration's lost anyway.
Bleh.
See ya. I'm gonna run. I'm allowed to run, right? As long as I retrieve his body later, right?
That's the new plan.
Yeah. That's the new plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I have any.
Run away, come back with
Alright.
reinforcements, and get his body because Binkus will be mad if we don't come back with his body.
Unless they get ate by the fucking zombie. Hey, how close is the ogres at him?
The ogres are about 30 feet or 20 feet away from you.
And how far is he away from me?
Throak?
Yeah.
Also the same distance.
I consider to make a lasso out of my rope and try to get his body. I just run with it. But probably a suicide plan. So, are we inside a cave right now or something?
Oh, it's pretty much open area.
I'm gonna bolt away.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fucking try to fight 3 ogres and a fucking zombie ogre.
All right. So you guys start running 60 feet away.
I'm running at 100 feet.
Yeah, but you only move 50 feet in one round.
Yeah.
Okay, so the zombie is lost concentration. He's running
Well, if I'm
after you
dashing,
guys.
it's
Yeah. But I still gotta go through the turn orders.
yeah.
All right. That's End's turn. The zombie's gonna chase after Aelin because he's the only live person around. End is kind of like a bit ahead of you now. First turn, he's going to cast command on Aelin. Aelin, make a wisdom save.
Who is casting command? The
The
zombie?
ogre leader.
18.
Yeah, you resist the command. He says, "Coward, come back." In giant.
Yeah. I know what he said.
And he starts running after you, and so do the other giant ogres. Move 80 feet to behind End.
Let me
And close
understand
to
it.
Aelin.
So all the ogres run after us right now?
Yeah.
And the zombie is also with us?
No, he's not suggested anymore, so he doesn't have to do
No, he's after us also.
that. He's compelled to.
I'm gonna yell something in Inferno to the Elwyn. Run around, back around, and hit our body while they're running after me. And I'm gonna try to make them chase me away. Do they run faster than I do?
Considering they move 80 feet, I think they run faster than you. You just had a head start.
Yeah. So you want to bat around, or you try to take the heat, and I to try to bat around and get our friend out.
Considering he's probably stronger, I'd probably be better at baiting them. Because I don't think I'd be able to lift a dwarf.
So I'm gonna try to run a more annoying path, zigzagging between trees or something like that.
But it's not your turn.
Oh fuck!
It's Aelin's turn.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it was Aelin's turn, and then the ogres are going to move up to you. But yeah.
Yeah. So
right now they're still standing around the body.
can I
Looks like they're
antagonize?
getting ready to give chase.
Can I use the helm to antagonize them and that off of the leader yelling at me in giant? Can I yell something back in giant?
You can imitate his words if you're going to talk to the ogre, like the two ogres, but you only can speak giant if you say something to the leader.
I'll say something like, if you want to kill me, you have to catch me first, and I'll dash 100.
Okay.
off to the side, away from End.
Why don't you make me a deception check?
I think Eowyn. Yeah, he's charisma neutral. Natural 1.
Okay. The two ogres don't even care about what you have to say and dash to beside N. That's their turn. And with that, it is... They run up behind you, and they're wielding their clubs.
How close?
They're 5 feet away from you.
Oh, fuck. It's my turn?
Yeah.
How close am I to a tree?
You climb into a tree.
Yeah, if I have the opportunity to get high enough so they don't attack me.
You can try to climb a tree.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I don't see other opportunities. I really don't.
Take an athletics.
15?
Yeah, you start climbing a tree. Nearby tree.
How high
As
is
you
that?
climb up, one ogre smashes his club against the ground and decimates his weapon. And the other one gets a 26 to hit you.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Done ahead.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'd like to use my second win. That is possible.
Okay.
Fuck. So how high is how much damage
You
did
can
take?
move. You took 13.
13? Minus systems, so 18. Okay. So how high is the tree?
You managed to climb 15 feet.
Damn. This is still reach me, right?
You don't think so.
How big is the tree?
Well, you're about halfway up it.
Yeah, but how fit is this? Like, is it something I fit to just to pick up and throw?
If they'd have to be incredibly tough ogres to pick up the tree that you're in.
Oh, I use the action search. I use that action to dash up, so I did 15 feet more.
You're at the very top of the tree, 30 feet in the air.
Can I tie me to the top? Is that an action?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. I hope I survive this trap. Because I have a dude that runs so fast and he just let me bait the shit. But, yeah.
The ogre zombie just slowly runs towards Aelwyn in a very, very straightforward fashion, but covers.
Rolled a 14 on my first death save.
Yeah, so that's one success.
If we distract you long enough, you may be able to just run away on your own.
You mean me distracting the two fucking owners? Is the leader also drawn
Get
to
back
my place?
to me, you can just healing.
Is the ogre what? The ogre leader?
Is the other leader also draw after me?
No. He's standing at Throak and the zombie. Be to go get Aelin. The leader, he's going to stand up. Well, he's not going to stand up. He's already standing, but he's going to move over beside Throak. To make things interesting, he's going to look to Aelin and he's going to say, "For defying me." And he starts walking towards the smelter. Oh,
You cut out for a little bit.
he says, "This is what you get for defying me." And he picks up Throak and he starts walking towards the smelter. Even throw.
Come back into life just in Melter. That's awesome.
Throak, make a death saving throw.
Be a 7.
That's one failure. Not looking good. Ugh.
Failure.
One success, one failure. Aelin, this slow ass zombie is kind of just heading towards you.
How far am I away from the leader?
I would say at this point you're about 130 feet.
As my action, I am going to, in a rare occasion, Alan's going to sing a song that he learned from his parents. It's a funeral song. It's an elven funeral song that yeah.
Damn.
Well, this role may actually reflect my singing. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Yeah. And I bonus dash 100 feet. I rolled a 4 on
Right.
performance. I am regretting not being able to save you.
The ogres, they are going to grab the tree, but they're not going to try to uproot it because even they know that's ridiculous. But alternatively, they are both going to shake the tree as hard as they can. Make me an athletics check.
I really don't like you right now.
We may have had a better chance if you brought hope. We would have had a great chance if Javier decided to stay up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have this in the bag if Hope was here. 18. I'm pretty sure we would kill this with Hope, but yeah. 18 on my athletics roll.
Yeah, this tree is being shaken pretty fiercely, but you're holding on for dear life.
Oh, yeah, that is fuck my dear life. Yeah. I know I'm gone if I go down.
You could Tarzan.
Yeah,
Tarzan and chainmail.
Yeah, I probably just gonna tie me to the fucking tree. I would probably get advantage on the strength roll not to fall down or something like that. Is it my turn?
Let me look up some states. Oh, his name is Korig. Whoops. All right, so you guys hear a horn go off around the entrance of the village that you guys came from, and you see your adventuring companions has finally caught up. They're covered in blood and gore, and the half-orc is carrying this belt of ears as they start heading towards the village. First, stop shaking the tree and get ready to fight them. Alright. Ends, it's your turn. So they just shook the tree as hard as they could.
Can I stay or sit somewhere in the tree so I don't need to hold it that much?
Well, you're at the very top of it, so it's kind of unavoidable. You can drop a little bit more.
I'll drop a little bit more so I can cast spells on the odors.
But okay. Yeah, you drop down about 10 feet.
I'm gonna try to cast this Ray of Frost.
Okay, make an attack roll.
13? 13 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. 3 troll damage.
You kind of pester him with this ray of frost, and he just rubs his head like, "Oh!"
At least I'm doing a little bit. Yeah, that is my turn.
And the zombie, top of the round. Uriella is going to do a called shot against the ogre leader. Oops. And she barely manages to hit it. Wow. And she deals 12 points of damage to the leader. And because of this called shot, she drops Throak on the leader drops Throak on the ground. The leader screams in pain as he looks at his hand and sees that the arrow pierced through his gauntlet. Pulls at her.
Is from the fall damage, is that a death save failure?
No, you only dropped like 5 feet.
Fall
Oh,
damage
thank you.
is
Every
10
10
feet. So you were 0d6 fall damage.
Right. No, I was just saying that I wasn't sure if he was carrying me over his head.
No, he was just
That was
carrying
what
you
it was.
at his side in his hand. The ogre leader looks at her. He's mad at her, but he can't do anything to her. So he sees Aelin, and he decides he's going to attack him instead. He runs over and attacks with his huge club, or great mace. 23 going to hit.
I am over 200 feet away from him.
No, I said you were 130 feet away from him.
Yeah, and then I dashed
And
another
then you
100.
dashed.
I thought you dashed to him.
No, I dashed away from him. I was going back to the
Oh.
village.
Yeah, no, then
Dark Forge.
No, yeah, he totally said I'm out. He was singing.
Oh.
I'll
The
miss
leader-
you. I'm sorry.
the leader is okay. He's nowhere near him. I thought he ran towards him. Like, oh, that's bold. But no, he runs towards his 2 other ogres and Uriella. So that was the ogre leader. Thorak, make another death saving throw.
One sec. Let's see what we get. +3.
So close.
What did you roll?
Roll a 19.
Yeah. Okay, that's a success. Huzzah.
You don't get any modifiers on a death save. It's straight roll.
I'm sorry. I thought it was
No, that's all right. It's still a success, and you're still 1 away from being alive. All right, so that's 18, 14. The 2 ogres, the one that's cold,
I'm
he
before
decides to
the
warm up.
ogres.
Okay, yeah, it's your turn then. 15,
Okay.
right?
Do I
Sorry.
hear the reinforcements?
Yeah, they came in really well announced.
Okay.
Korig, he blew a horn
I'm
to
going
announce their
to.
presence.
I'm going to use main action to recover health. About a third of my health back because of monk level. And I'm going to use a key point to dash, so I have 100 feet, and I'm going to make a wide U-turn around the zombie and head back.
The zombie's not that, like, this zombie, like, despite him spending most of his time chasing you, he's like 160 feet away. Like, he's not a competition to your speed.
Okay,
He's kind of in the way now that your intention is to head back. At least.
Well,
really
I'm
far
going
away.
to try and do my best to avoid contact with him.
Yeah, you move from him, and he's still slowly running towards you.
Yeah.
Well, compared to you, slowly. Okay. The other ogre, so the ogre's turn, and they shake ends. One shakes ends tree to try to warm himself up. Make an athletics check.
$22.
Yep, he's not shaking the tree very hard, and you manage to easily hold on. Ogre is going to run up to Tolkar and attack him. And Tolkar actually just takes the hit, but it doesn't seem to hurt him. The ogre is confused and baffled. Their turn. Tolkar is going to return the favor with a reckless attack. But, oh yeah, that's still enough to hit. And where's my d12s? There they are. He deals 6 points of slashing damage. Korig, he's going to command something, and Aelin, you see an owl kind of dive to back, and Korig casts a spell, and a potion kind of just pops up on top of him. The owl pulls the cork, but he can't do anything with it yet. And it's your turn.
You hear in the cursing of the odor, the shade in the tree say "fuck off" or stuff like that. And he tried to cast a ray of frost on him. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is not a D8. This is a D8. 5 total damage.
Yep, the ogre is shivering and he's starting to lose a bit of energy as you hit him with another ray of frost.
I'm still cursing off him like a madman.
Agree that you're saying words at him. The ogre zombie runs towards you, Aelin, but again, nothing really comes of it. Top of the round. Uriel is going to do a called shot against the ogre. That's hitting, trying to hit Tolkar. And she hits him, but she doesn't make her mark. The ogre takes 9 points of damage and is definitely aggravated about the sudden reinforcements. The leader, he's going to run up to the tree and he says, "Just hurt the bloody thing." Whoa! That's not good. 6, 12, 18. Yeah, he hits the tree and it fucking just smashes the tree at the base and it starts falling over. Make an athletics check.
That jump over to another tree on the way?
Sure, make an athletics check.
Seven?
You try to jump to another tree, but the branches kind of push you off and you fall the full 20 feet. Right beside the leader. And you take 5 points of fall damage. As soon as you hit the ground, the leader looks to you and he's seething. Droak, make another saving throw.
17.
Darner.
Another pass.
All right, so you wake up. The first thing you see is an owl. You recognize it as Korig's, as he's the person that you sometimes study with. In front of it is an open healing elixir.
I'll drink it. I'll take a drink. Make it the down.
You heal for 8 points of damage.
Woo-hoo.
What else would you like to do? That's just that's a bonus action since it was already opened and waiting for you to drink.
How far away is the zombie again?
The zombie is like 120 feet away.
How far? How far is he again?
120 feet.
Ugh. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh. Sorry, trying to figure out how far Ice Knife works.
Ice Knife is 60
I
feet.
think it's on. Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to use my action to drink a healing potion of my own.
Okay. Yeah. So you get up on your feet too while you're at it.
Yeah, feet. I'll move however far I can towards the zombie. Or does it use all my movement?
Okay. You move 10 feet
Oh, 10.
and the owl flies off of you and lands on your shoulder.
Excellent. So that's I take another 9 points of healing on top of the 8.
Aelwyn, you see that
turn.
throw act is okay.
Okay. How far away is the zombie from me?
He's 30 feet away from you now.
Okay. I am going to move 50 feet closer to the reinforcements and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. You're about 40 feet away from them. That they're fighting, and you can see the leader. They're ogre about 50 feet away.
Okay. That's my turn.
Woo! The one ogre is going to attack Tolkar. Actually, hit him for a change. But only deals damage. Tolkar takes a hard hit, but already enraged, then it doesn't even matter. The other ogre moves to end and attacks him. And is a 19 going to hit?
Yes.
There it is. Eight points of damage.
Yeah. 5 left.
All right. Tolkar is going to attack the ogre in front of him and hit him. I keep moving all my dice. And he deals 12 damage and causes the ogre to stumble around a bit after his previous injuries. And then Korig, he's going to shoot a fire bolt at the ogre that Tolkar is fighting. Rolled the wrong dice. deals 5 fire damage, and that ogre is looking pretty badly beat. And
If I get up, right, and I try to move
Yeah.
my dash, is my dash also half?
no,
So I'm gonna get up and try to run to a tree and climb it.
okay. Leader hits you for 11 points of damage.
I'm down.
So you try running away, and he hits you in the back, and you fly onto the ground.
I cannot solo 2 fucking ogres. What do you want me to do?
The ogre zombie, he just runs. Again, feet behind Aelin, just trying to catch up. Uriella is going to make a called shot against the leader. Damn. That is going to piss him off. In the eye. And deals 9 damage. He gets hit in the eye, and he stumbles around angered and blinded. And he gives her a very nasty look. The leader is going
See one eye.
to look. The arrow look. Urgh. The ogre leader to point at her, and he's going to tell her to come towards him. And Bo. And Throak, your turn. Throak?
Okay. How far am I from the leader and from the leader?
I would say about 80 feet.
And
the zombie, he moved in another 30 feet, so he's about 100 feet away, but he kind of went behind the wall.
all right, I'll cast at the leader.
What are you going to cast?
Firebolt, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
Oh, crap. Sorry. 5 damage.
All right, he gets pelted in the back, and even like he looks like he was incredibly tough for a while, but even now, he's starting to show bits of exhaustion here and there, especially with his eye being shot out.
And where does it look like he is going?
Like overall, the fight.
Where is he going to? What direction?
Oh, the leader is eyeing up
No,
the
zombie.
elf. Oh,
The zombie.
he's still chasing Aelwyn, you wall. So you assume he's still chasing Aelwyn.
Okay, so head towards where Aelin is.
Do you want to go to
With
where he went behind the wall, or do you want to go to where you think he's going to run out towards?
where I think he's running towards. I kind of want to meet those. The plan is to get within 30 feet of the zombie ogre again and get him back on our side.
So you run towards the leader then. Because the wall kind of stretches out inside the zombie, went around the other. And you saw Aelwyn heading that way.
So, you know, hear that.
Okay. Aelwyn?
How far am I from the group of 3? Hello?
I said 40 feet. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. 40 feet? Okay, so I can make it to them.
Yeah.
And is there... I am going to drink... No. I'm going to move towards them, and is there an enemy within 10 feet I can hit?
Yeah, Tolkar is kind of going toe-to-toe with the...
So I'm going to attack the guy Tolkar is attacking.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
7 points of damage.
Just roll with advantage right now.
No, that wasn't. I didn't roll with advantage.
I know. I'm saying go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yeah. I didn't stun him, so.
No, he's Totem of the Wolf.
Okay.
While you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that's hostile.
Okay, I got a 21 to hit.
So, yeah, just know that you have advantage while you're standing near him and attacking that ogre.
Yeah. Does 21 hit?
Yep.
That's 8 points.
The ogre is definitely incredibly weakened. He's using his last of his strength.
Okay. I'm going to use my last key point to flurry. That's 26. 5 points of damage. The last one was 11.
All right.
And he has to make a dex save.
Yeah, all of it hits.
Oh, the 11
he
hit?
fails it. Yeah, they don't have that much armor.
Okay. That was 9 points of damage on the last one.
Yeah, after your flurry of blows, the ogre gets pretty much pummeled to death as he falls over from damage he's taken.
Okay.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Ogre looks over, seeing that end isn't moving, and he runs over to you, Aelwyn, and he attacks you. But he misses with a whopping 9. With that, it is there with Korig's and Tolkar's turn. Tolkar is going to recklessly attack the one that attacked you. And he hits him. I keep moving all my dice around and I'm getting confused. Holy crap. And he deals 14 slashing damage with his great axe. Or sorry, raging. And Korig runs up with his warhammer and hits, dealing that much. Dealing 9 points of bludgeoning damage. The ogre has just shown up and he's already showing great signs of weakness. And bro. End.
Yeah, same throw, right?
Yeah, that's saving
8.
throw. That's 1 failure. Now it's the ogre zombie. He runs 30 feet towards you, but that's still so nobody's really too worried about him right now. Top of the round, Uriella, she is going to start walking towards the leader, but because now there's a huge crowd of people, she tries to walk around you. And she's not in melee range, but she's definitely close enough to it. Just pleased with how everything is kind of unfolding. The ogre leader is going to run over, attack her. Fucking shit. All right. Roll a critical fail. Yeah, so he swipes down at her and he misses just, I would say, about an inch away from her, and he slams the weapon in the ground so hard that he can't pull it out.
Tokar, you're planning on using command on the zombie?
Suggestion.
Oh, suggestion. Different spell.
Yeah.
My plan is to
So that was his turn. Throwback, your turn.
Okay, so how far away can I see this ogre zombie?
No, he's behind a
Is he
wall.
still... Okay. Question about Misty Step. Behind that wall.
You have to see where you're Misty stepping.
Can I Misty Step to the end of the wall?
Yes. I think it only moves
So
you
that I can
30
see.
feet, but you can move and then
Okay.
use it, yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to move and then Misty Step. Assuming I can find that spell, make sure that it's a bonus action.
It is.
Okay. So I'd like to move Misty Step to the end of the wall and then try and figure out how far away that ogre zombie is from me now.
He's about 50 feet away from you. You can see him clearly now.
Okay. So he shouldn't be able to get to me. I will turn and toll the dead. Whichever ogre. Is the ogre leader still up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Toll the dead him. Wiz save 14.
He fails it.
6 damage.
Yeah, he hears the ringing, and he's definitely showing some signs of weakness now as he's struggling to pull his massive mace out of the ground. He holds his head for a bit as it rings in his ear.
I'll get you yet.
All right. And now that's Aelin.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the orc that attacked me.
The ogre?
The ogre.
Okay. You have advantage.
Yep. It's a 2, but it was better than the first roll.
What's your total?
It's 9.
Okay, yeah. No, you hit him, but he's still muscling.
Second attack's critical. And I roll another 10 damage on critical.
Yeah, you punch him in the gut and he keels over a bit. He's still standing.
Get one more attack with my bonus action. And 23. For 8 points.
Yeah, you punch him again and he groans and he just curls up and falls over. Yeah, so 14, both the ogres are dead. So Tolkar, he's going to attack the ogre leader now. Recklessly. Which doesn't help. He just slashes against the metal. Korig, he's going to reach out and hit it with a shocking grasp. She gets advantage too. And that fails. He can't seem to hit him. And Korig's familiar. He's going to peck at you at Throak and kind of point you towards end. That's it for him.
Got it. I understand.
End. Death saving throw.
That one, so I'm dead.
Okay.
Yes. But in one piece.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
far,
Yeah.
this fight could go horribly wrong.
As long as he's not thrown in the smelter, I think this will bring him back for owing him 500 gold.
All right.
Unless he signed a DNR.
He hasn't. He's gonna wish he did, though.
Oh man, he almost died 3 times now in 2 adventures. I'll die.
All
Right.
right. So
We've got 10 goblin ears to spend to bring him back. He'll be all right.
slave
Don't worry.
trade's back again, boys.
Don't worry about it. Alan's gonna pay for his revival anyway.
All right.
'Cause
So
he is
the ogre zombie
super
moves
guilty.
towards Alan. He doesn't reach. He's 20 feet away.
Mm.
And that's top of the round. Uriella does not like being this close to the ogre leader, and she kind of snaps out of whatever whatever effect she was under. She disengages and runs away from him. Okay. The ogre leader, he tries to pull out his weapon, and he succeeds pulling it out. And he can't attack, but he does cast Shield of Faith on himself. Throw axe. If he's back.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
It's your turn. The zombie is
Excellent.
within 20 feet of you.
All right. So I'm going to end. Oh, he's dead. Completely lifeless now.
Yeah, he's... Yeah, but you don't know that. Pretend
far
like
away
you
is
don't
he?
know it. He's
I don't
about-
know that.
He's about 20 feet from you as well.
If I go to end from the zombie,
I'd say 30
doesn't matter.
feet.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. I would
it
go to
doesn't
end
really matter.
anyway. Let me check on him, see if he is in fact lifeless.
Sure, make me a medicine check.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be I think it's a straight 12.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to tell that
it's
somebody's dead. So you check his pulse, you don't feel anything, and he's done for.
Yeah. Medicine.
All right.
You only use the skill when
Can
you're
I-
checking if someone's dead.
Yeah, it's one of all of the wisdom skills that I didn't train at all.
I'll
Um,
figure out how to use it good. I already figured
Good.
out some ways, but they're all evil. Yes.
So, in that case, do I still have my action available?
Oh yeah, it doesn't take you much to figure that out.
Got it. So I'd like to cast Suggestion on the zombie again. And I'd like to tell him... don't assist your captors.
Okay.
Assist us in freeing you.
Bah.
Well,
Was that an affirmative bah? Or a negative bah?
he would know if the spell failed.
Oh, it worked. All right, Aelin, your turn.
I'm gonna go up beside the barbarian and attack the leader.
Do it.
That one was a good one. Let's see if I can get better. No. First one was 25 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
9 points of damage.
All right. Who feels that one?
17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Shield of Faith is still up.
Yep, this is full plate absorbs your damage.
Oh, that one definitely hits. It's critical.
Oh no! Oh, that's
so that's 11.
yeah. He's definitely he's definitely staggering against your blows now. He's feeling the pain of just the constant wear of combat now. 14. They are dead. 13. Near assault. A reckless attack for a nat 20 with the great axe. Oh my. The damage. For 11, 16, 18 points of slashing damage. Leader is definitely running out of strength to hold himself up on. Korrig attacks with his Warhammer, but doesn't manage to get past the Shield of Faith. The owl is going to fly up to Leader and start harassing him. And he's trying to get rid of the owl now.
Good thing with my individual monk attacks, that's each one of those hits is a concentration check. If I can, eventually he has to roll low. I just have to keep peppering him.
Oh yeah, the Shield of Faith dropped after your hit. So the owl is harassing him. He's having difficulties concentrating. Next is End is dead. The zombie runs around Aelwyn. Aelwyn, you're kind of startled when he kind of just shows up behind you. But he attacks the ogre leader. But doesn't, just scratches its claws against them. His full plate. And top of the round, Uriella is going to do another called shot. And actually does hit him again. Hits the hand that he's holding the great club, and the great club drops on the ground. And he takes 11 points of piercing damage. And this ogre leader just falls onto his one knee. The ogre leader, he's just gonna swipe his fists at Aelwyn. The first strike misses. The second strike misses. Your turn.
Well, he's almost dead, so I guess I'll just have to toll at him. Toll the dead.
He fails it. Oh my god. He fails it.
As well he should. Oh, one single.
Fucking cantrips every time.
Eventually, you're gonna roll that 12.
He's
It's 12.
his head and he's shaking his head. And he's definitely weary from all the damage he's taken.
See, I almost went ahead and cast sleep on him, but
You should have cast sleep.
I know. I thought maybe he told the dead.
Sleep is OP, man.
26 to hit.
If it comes back around.
Yeah, that hits him.
9 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to kill him?
He's down on the knee. Well, I'm just I just palm strike him in the side. He keels forward, and I just jump kick him right in the face, and his head just snaps back, and he falls backwards.
Yeah, everyone hears the loud snap of his neck, and he just falls. Everyone looks around for any more combatants, and of course are incredibly scared, and they just scatter into the forest.
What do we do about that guy? And I point to the zombie.
When he dies, the zombie just collapses onto the ground.
Okay.
Oh, good. We did release him. Oh. I was kind of feeling bad. I was going to have to, set him up for a coup de grace.
The Korg says, "Yeah, I'm sure you had him right where you wanted him when he was carrying you to that smelter, lad."
No. The zombie, the leader. I'm glad he's dead, but I was kind of feeling bad. That's the second time I've made him the zombie our ally, and I was going to feel bad if I had to kill him. A little, not really.
Well, I go.
By the way,
to
how's
throw
your friend over there?
Well, I didn't give him a healing potion, if that's any indication.
That's okay. I've had companions that died, but they got better.
It seems to be the notion in our guild. I like it.
Oh, speaking of healing potions, I believe I owe you one.
Good thing it wasn't an actual one, boy. You're lucky I carry that spell just in case.
Oh, good point.
Tolkar rage ends, and he goes and picks up End and slings him over his shoulder.
I suppose we should check these guys for monetary wealth.
Yeah.
I'm using the helm. I'm going to cast Comprehend Language.
On whom? Like,
myself.
I guess in general, but...
Well,
that means
self-targeting?
You don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, I just mean there's no one else around besides you six. The goblins ran away.
Yeah. So, I can't speak in other languages, but I can understand everything. Which is... Actually...
You didn't have to cast a spell. That monetary wealth meant money.
But... well, the spell is for free.
Well, in that case.
So you guys look around for stuff. The leader's full plate is just that, built for his size. You assume they were trying to build more, but the goblins never got around to finishing it. Itself is basically impossible to carry by any of you. It's too heavy.
I'm sorry, what is?
The ogre's full plate.
Ah, damn
it. As for other belongings, there's this large sack of gold just sitting near the throne.
Just so people know, this is what I'm wearing on my head the whole time.
That's a heck of a helmet. That's
You know,
right there.
that's the helm of Comprehend Languages, which its only ability is to cast the spell Comprehend Language at will. And that spell
I've
only
lost
allows
all
me
respect for Aelwyn now.
That's one heck of a
So goofy.
helmet. That's something.
Eh. Wear that for Halloween.
Yeah.
So you find a large bag of gold that has about 1,000 gold in it, and nearby there is a fairly large chest, and inside of it is let's see. I need that. I need you. Inside of it, these aren't like small gems. These are large gems, like fists sized. And each one is worth about 200 gold. And they're not raw either. They're finely cut gems. Rubies, amethysts, but no diamonds or pearls or anything like that.
Okay.
Tolkar goes to the end of one chest and he says, well, I ain't carrying the chest and this guy by myself. And Korik says, we'll stuff the damn tiefling inside the chest and we'll carry them both.
Well, I can either help carry the chest or we can throw the tiefling over the chest and I can give you a hand with it.
I'm sure he won't notice. And they fold him in half and put him in the chest with the gems.
Okay.
They both take an end and start walking with it.
But before we go, I'd like to cast Detect Magic to make sure that we didn't miss anything, any magical items.
Let's make an interesting item. So yeah, you are looking through the camp one last time while they're gold and moving it for getting ready to travel. And as you're looking around, near the smelter, there is a strangely looking mining pick, but it does emit magical energies. The only thing that seems strange about it is that it's made of different wood and metal, though it's still made of steel.
Okay. I'd like to cast Identify on it. Sorry, I was casting both of those as rituals.
Okay, so yeah, identify it. Everyone's kind of waiting impatiently on you. You realize that the pick itself detects gems and other valuable gemstones or materials like that. And it seems to have a range of about 100 feet. And holding it in your hands, and you can just gravitating towards the ground, and you can feel directions kind of just pop up in your mind.
Ooh, excellent. So I'll take the pick and let everybody know that what it is and what it does.
Leave it to a dwarf to find a mining pick that finds stuff.
Oh, the dwarf's got to find the pick. The dwarf can mine stuff. The dwarf hits stuff with hammers. Yeah, that's real original.
Aye, lad, but most of it's true.
All right, it might be true.
Did I find anything written in giant during that 20 minutes?
You do find some, like, a book they tried to make, but it's all made of bark. There's some writings in it. Well, I wouldn't even call it writings. The letters are so huge that they basically just take up one letter a page. And after just flipping through the whole book, it raised dead. Or raised zombie, sorry.
Create dead?
Yeah, something
Create
along those
undead.
lines.
I turn to the wizards. Hey, do either of you want to learn create undead and know giant?
The Korik says, "Oh, I guess we could send it to the College of Magic, and they could make us a proper scroll out of it.
Yeah.
Boy, this
Absolutely.
artifact."
Yeah,
At least
I'll
for
take
its-
the bark book of create undead.
Okay. You would have sensed it but the magic is already used in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you head back to the village. Considering that the two of them have to carry, it takes you a day to get back instead of like half a day just to get there. And you get back in the middle of the night, and Darkforge is the only one that's up. It seems that the rest of the village is quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
He sees
Have
you.
any clerics?
Okay. He says, "Look where we are. Do you think there's a healer here?"
About a day or about a day's travel. There's a cleric in Indoterion. Actually, it would be faster
Well,
just
you're also a day away from Illumina.
we're 2 days away
Well,
from
2
Illumina.
days.
Would it be faster? It would be
Says,
faster
no.
actually just to go to Indoterion to get end raised.
Either
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah, End died.
Whose end?
The tiefling that was with us. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just go see Fedro in Indoterion. He's a great
It's
cleric.
not like it's a straight, like, the village is along the road. It goes into the woods, so it's actually, like, I would say it'd take about 3 days to get to Endotrium if you
Okay.
follow the road.
If it's 2 days back to Umo, then yeah, it would be faster to go there.
So
Actually, it's like 2 days away from Mawson too. If you wanted to travel there for some reason.
Okay.
having so many troubles with the goblins in this region were because there was a paladin, I believe, that was also an ogre.
I think he was more cleric.
Either way, he was casting divine magic. He was not a fun person to fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we did put the warning up.
Yeah, but he's
Good
dead.
point.
There's still some
And
goblins
see, you
around.
have Yes, they haven't proved the problem yet. And he just points to the field, and there's like in the darkness, but now that he kind of points it out, you guys kind of strain your eyes. You can see like a pile of like 30 goblins just in the in a rocky area.
Your traps.
He says, "I'll alert the." He says, "You might as well rest. It's nighttime after all."
Yeah.
So before we go to bed, I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on
Okay. Yeah.
End. Cast Alarm 10 times to get my Arcane Shield back up.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not dying anytime soon. Raise dead the veil. Of course, Darkforge keeps watch overnight, but nothing happens. And morning comes, and you're well rested. Okay. So you guys were just still there. He's literally standing in the same spot that you talked to him in. Night.
Wow.
And as people start waking up and seeing you guys show up, the village elder meets you. He says, "Oh, you finally returned."
Yeah. Killed some
It
goblins.
was a long trip.
Set off some traps. Killed some orcs. Not orcs, ogres. Big creatures.
He says, "Yes, let me priest. He wanted them to be dealt with, I believe, the ogres. I'll be right back." And he walks over to the chapel and calls out for someone, and wearing beige and yellow colors comes out, and having the emblem of Shanti on his chest, and he says, "I can't believe you really did it." Well, to give you the rewards then. Well, only this meager 200 gold that I could gather. 100 gold. Which, you have, and it says, seemingly a pittance to what you found.
The 200 will go a good way towards resurrecting our friend.
And he says, "And I won't forget the other award. Your belt of goblin.
And the 3 traps.
They only met about 3. 3 only killed like 10 goblins. But crisped. He says, "These don't look like..."
I think we killed more than 10.
Yeah, there's 14, but 6 of them are 6. You guys killed 14, and the other with you, they killed 10.
Okay. Yeah.
So of yours are... goblin ears.
Mm.
He's not really sure goblin ears. He says, well,
Those are
Uriella is
Those
going to
are
try to
absolutely-
prove to.
Yeah. Oh. They're all goblin ears. It's just someone used the fire magic used just went a little too hard and just charred them.
I'm going to need a little more proof that Uriella just grabs
Well,
two
we-
ears and puts them in both of his hands, and she says, "Follow the bone line." He does so, and he says, "Oh, I guess if you put it that way." And he says, "I guess those are goblin ears." And she's ever a diplomat if I've ever heard of one.
Well, I was going to suggest we just charboil one of the fresh goblin ears, and you would see they look the same.
So it's 120 gold for all the goblin ears, and 3 gold for the traps.
Mm.
And after they give up the gold, they say, "We have a wagon back to Illumina if you want to ride with it. Thanks to you, our crops are saved."
certainly always willing to take a ride.
Yeah.
The 123 is including what the others got for ears.
Okay.
So lift back, and it takes you. It's a lot faster considering you don't have to carry the chest. I'm assuming you're just recasting gentle repose on them every so often.
Gentle repose
Oh, it lasts for 10 days.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So yeah, you get to him. You get to Illumina, and of course you all help you unload your stuff. The 6 of you head inside, and so one of the attendants say, "Wasn't there 6?" Like, Korik says, "I," and he flips open the chest and is just kind of stuck inside. Oh my god. And Tolkar says, "Don't worry about it. We're taking it to the medical wing." Pulls him out like he's a V at this point. They pick him, pull him, and walk him out to the. You guys. 100 gold each to revive him. Question mark?
Yeah.
Oh, I just offer.
Or do you just take it straight out?
No, I just offer just take the 500 directly out of what I would have got.
Okay.
Split it. We were both there. We both failed him.
Technically, you were already dead.
Well, that's true. I was dead, but failed him.
No, he was waking up when I was falling down from the tree.
Well, if you really want to, we can go half and half.
We'll go halfsies.
All right. So you go to the market, and well, you give Pincus the coin, and he gives you a diamond. You return down to the medical wing, and you give it to a cleric, and
Pincus Transmuter Stone can do it for the cost of 500.
yeah, okay, so yeah, so he takes the coin and he uses the transmuted stone, and you wake up.
I don't see I'm in the hospital wing.
Yeah, you're in the medical wing. The
first
cleric
thing
says, "You're making a lot of visits here."
Yeah, and I loot entities after the elf that shot my penis. While she was here. Because I'm pretty scared.
You check yourself to see if she did it again, maybe, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Who shot him?
Yuri Ellis
Oh,
said who, but everyone kind of just looks away when the topic comes up.
And I'm gonna ask the other, did we get him?
yeah, we got him.
Oh, fuck.
It's so sore.
Not gonna help when we fall down a fucking tree. Who knew Otis to fucking smash a tree in one hit? And he gonna ask, what next then?
Oh, we gotta sell all those jewels, and then split the money, and then everything's done.
Huh. How much did you make?
Everyone got 1,053 gold, 6 silver, and 3 copper.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, 8 silver. But so
That's fucking nice.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I think
So-
I'm just gonna rest here a bit. And I'm gonna go visit my girlfriend after. I have a bad day today.
Wrong character.
What? No, it's not wrong.
I said wrong character.
I need to find the half one. This is not my
Of course
girlfriend
she
yet.
lives.
No. So I need to go to the local inn I was last time. And track her down. Oh my god. Fuck this. I just wanted some
Roll
love.
persuasion. To the barkeep. Actually, fucking roll a wisdom save for. Where's wisdom check first?
Why?
To see if you can remember where you found her.
17. And on my
Okay,
auto
you
roll is
remember.
also 17.
Yeah, so you remember, and you're talking to the barkeep. He just looks at you and he says, "Who are you?"
What's the handsome fella that was in here for, I don't know, a week ago?
Oh yeah, you and every other person that describes themselves as handsome. That helps.
I'm the guy that stand on the table and yell about someone wanna have sex with a little drone and with a elf and with me.
Oh yeah, you're that guy. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you where she lives.
Did that help?
No. No.
Do you see her in here? I don't
No.
do anything yet. I stand on the table and I ask someone. I have a bad day.
Uh,
So I need to roll.
yeah, it's like we get fucking code blue. And like three security guards kind of just show up.
What?
So this is like mid-afternoon,
Oh, fuck.
and
I thought it
you're
was
just
evening.
standing at tables shutting people to make
I
up.
thought it was evening, so I'm doing the evening time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's funny. It's like the enforcers say, "Get out of the pub, or we will beat you to death."
I have been dead one time today, so
So it won't make much difference, huh? It'd be just like
Nah.
killing the zombie.
most likely. But can I come back later today if I don't stand on tables? I draw out. What did it say?
They kick you out.
Yeah,
Hold.
I'm not the resistant. I'm not resistant. I'm going with them.
You out.
Yeah. Fuck them. Oh. I go bad on the rest of it. And I will come back later that night.
Oh my god.
Persistent.
Oh, you are tired because you still have the downsides of Raised Dead.
I don't know what that is.
Hello
But
time.
I go back to sleep a bit and I don't know, wake up at evening time and go down there. And we lost him.
And he's back.
Yeah. All your rolls are at a -4. And every time you finish a long rest, that negative decreases by 1.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
You have returned.
So you
So
rest,
what?
so basically you take a short rest and then head back.
No, I gotta. What is the time now?
4.
Can I take a long rest and walk down there? So it's maybe 1 o'clock.
Okay, yeah. You head back there at 1. They
Yeah.
give you your share of coin,
Yes.
and you head back later.
Yeah. Fuck. So I
Roll me a
have
stealth
long-
check.
Oh fuck.
And it's at a -3.
I +1, so 4.
To the bar, and as the officers see you, they start heading towards you.
I looked fast after the half orc.
Roll me a perception.
Resisting. 14. If I have a -3.
You do not see her. You don't see her.
I'm so sad.
Well, all this is going on, I'm buying a new longbow string.
Yeah. So you go find an elven you call a blower,
Yeah.
and he says, "Oh, well, what a beautiful thing to get ruined like this." He
Overtension?
been used a lot, hasn't it?
Not really.
Doing something with it. And he said, "By the way, it's just a simple fix. I can make you. It can cost 2 gold for me to just give you a replacement for just a longbow string. Same stuff, and I can make it for, and I can get you some for 5 gold to keep it traditional and all."
Sure. I'll go for the 5 gold.
Yeah, it uses a very fine, very well made horsehair.
What happened?
Dropped off again. He dropped off again.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh. Are you there? Probably not. They yours?
His connection is really weak.
Yeah.
There you go. He's back.
Yeah.
Thank-
We're not sure
Alright,
about
there
it.
we
He can
go.
hear. Yeah. Now he can hear us.
So it's 5 gold to get very fine horsehair. It's from a very great breed of northern horses raised by elves.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the 5 gold.
After it takes him about an hour, but once he puts it on, you already notice, like, it's very similar. When you twang it, you get a nice, like, winter kind of come in from the hair. What else I can do for you, Elwin?
No, that's everything.
If you need anything for your, just let me know. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
Did you read my stuff?
Vision with disadvantage.
What do you need to roll?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
And minus? $15 and an 18. So that is, what is that? -3, is that 12? 17.
Okay. Yeah.
-3 patrols.
Yeah, you're calling up to people to make love with you, and they look at you and they're like, "Oh my god!" And Keep says, "Sir, I'd really like you to leave." This is not that kind of establishment.
I'm sorry. I just want some love. I died here the other day. I just brought back to life today. So I'm sad. I'm sorry.
Look, maybe you should find your way to a nearby brothel or something and just go sort yourself out there.
Can you show me the way or point me that way?
He says, "Oh my god."
What?
Yeah, he tells you where to go. He says it's on Beggar Street. It's the only nice building around. You should be able to find it.
I go to Better Street then. I'm probably gonna regret this decision. I'll go back
This
to
is not a
the
good idea.
I'll go back to the unnamed guild and put. Is that? Do I have a little lock room or something like that in the unnamed guild?
No, you have like bed.
I'll just go back to the unlimited vintage. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I'll just go back
No,
to
it's
the,
pretty much just a bed.
yeah, I'll go back to the unnamed vintage, and every lady that's coming, I try to persuade to take come with me home, but else I'm just going to bed. And I also do that with other guild members, as long as it's not an elf. Last time it was an elf, I got killed.
Yeah, persuasion.
God damn it. That is... It's not reasonable.
Awful.
Yeah. 12? No, 13, sorry. No, 12.
You start asking attendees and aides and to please sleep with me, and Throwback, are you there? I'm not sure if Ellen would be there at like 1 in the morning, but
No, Throak would have head to bed. He that day.
This one is bad friends. That's it. The other ones are
All right.
usually probably good friends. But yeah.
Uriella is enjoying her time with the usual. Tolkar and Korrig have gone to sleep. Of course, they're elves that she talks to, and she's talking to them. Eventually, like a couple minutes before, some of the retainers are female retainers and maids are noticeably disturbed, presence, and she turns around to look at you.
Who?
Uriella?
Who's that? The one that shot my dick off?
Oh yeah, she gets up from her spot.
I'm trying to turn around really fast. Look back. Turn around again. Look at her. Turn around. I'm confused. Don't know what to do. I try to turn around again and look at her. I try to say, help me. Very sad.
You turn back around, face her, and she flicks you in the nose. She's, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
I just died.
Yeah. Welcome to the party.
I just want some
And they get
love.
raised.
What?
You should be happy that you have a second chance.
Yeah, I want some love, but no one will give me some.
Have you looked yourself in the mirror?
No. And I don't look myself in the mirror.
You look like death warmed over.
Do I? I don't know. Some people may be into that. I don't know.
He looked at himself in the mirror.
Yeah. Are you there? Alex? Alex, can you hear me?
Hey guys, thanks for the game. I appreciate it. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. See ya.
I'm gonna pass so I can stop using. But Uriella just says, "Have you seen yourself in the mirror?" And she pulls over Bilnor, and he's playing with some makeup, and he's like, "Hey, what the hell?" And she takes his mirror and shows it to you. Like your normalish, like dark blue. It's like almost pale, pretty much dead. Like somebody just pulled you out of the grave.
I look like a vampire.
Yeah, and you don't exactly look the part either.
Why
She
are
says
you
you smell like one too.
Yeah, but why are you the first one who's so nice to me and tell me that?
Other people are being nice to you. They're trying not to hurt your feelings. I don't really give a damn, but I'm tired of you harassing people because you look like a zombie.
Yeah, but if people care about people, you'd say you look like shit. So I don't walk around the whole city trying to find someone and not find any shit because no one gonna tell me shit. Right? Do you hear me now?
Hello?
Do you hear me now?
Says they don't give a damn. But you're kind of part of the problem too, you know. Where were you when they were out selling your gold? When you were selling the gold?
What?
When they went to sell the gems and make more gold for you, you were sleeping.
Yeah?
You left already to go to the taverns.
No, I'm not.
To nap.
I'm not blaming the other twos. I'm blaming people I meet on the way. But I'll just think I'm gonna go to bed then.
I think that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Most people don't really want to talk to zombies.
Most?
Adventurers like us don't want to talk to them.
Okay. I'll go to bed. And I'm not gonna ask you to join me because I understand the last time.
Yeah, how that will go.
So I'll just go to bed and some couple days I'll probably loot myself and try to find some love there.
But that's for later.
Yeah. Is the time to end it?
Yeah. Thanks to Brendan for joining. Thanks for anyone who was willing to watch.
And he got left.
Let's end this shit. And yeah, let's end it here before I DC again.